Now, in the next hour, closing arguments in the Joshlin Smith trial are set to continue in Saldanha. Yesterday, prosecutors repeated their claim that the 6-year-old was sold to be exploited in what they described as modern slavery. State advocate Zelda Swanepoel outlined its timeline of events leading to Joshlin's disappearance, highlighting that none of the 3 accused took part in the search for the missing child. Nasiphi has been following this story for us and joins us live now. Nasiphi, closing arguments are anticipated to take 2 days, and yesterday was day 1, another day then today as well.
Well, yesterday, the better part of Tuesday, the state argued their case, where 3 accused currently before the Western Cape High Court are facing human trafficking charges and kidnapping. That is the mother of Joshlin, Kelly Smith, her boyfriend, Jacqueline Apollos, and Stefano van Rijn. And senior prosecutor advocate Zelda Swanepoel wrapped up the state's case yesterday, arguing that Joshlin's case is like no other, taking into account that their victim is not currently before court to tell her story as to what exactly happened to her, but also saying that what happened to her, but also indicating that her disappearance is no accident, saying that it was a plan that was executed by, or rather, by the 3 individuals that are currently accused for that particular case, where Kelly, Jacqueline, and Apollos, as you put it, are currently before court. And we heard yesterday from the state indicating that none of the 3 accused participated in the search for Joshlin. As we know, for weeks, police officers and those in this community of Saldanha looked for her. We now know that as much as this particular human trafficking and kidnapping trial is before court and the end is in sight, the case of, or rather the missing person inquiry, still remains open, as police are yet to locate her more than a year later after she was last seen, left in the care of her mother's boyfriend, Jacqueline. But another thing that the state highlighted was the fact that the plan was calculated to traffic the little girl for exploitation purposes and sell her for 20,000 rand, and the 3 accused would have financially benefited from that transaction, including Laurentia Lombard, who was a former co-accused and turned a key state witness who testified to the Western Cape High Court in during this month that we've been here, what the plan was, how she learned about the plan, and the fact that at some point the mother of the missing girl, Kelly, had confided in her that she had sold a child, or received money rather, from a sangoma, and the reason for the sale of a child was because of her distinct eyes and also skin. But as much as the state concluded their arguments yesterday, the defense lawyer for Jacqueline Apollos also concluded his closing arguments, arguing that there's currently 2 versions before the Western Cape High Court regarding the disappearance of Joshlin, one being the confession or the 204 statement made by the key state witness, Laurentia Lombard, who detailed to the court the disappearance of Joshlin and her being sold to a sangoma for 20,000 rand, and also the statements from Jacqueline Apollos and Stefano van Rijn that were admitted in the trial within a trial, and that used now as evidence into the main criminal trial, and that version. So he's saying now, which is it? Which is the truth? Is it the version of the key state witness, Laurentia Lombard, or is it that of the statements that were admitted from Apollos and van Rijn? So today we can expect the lawyers of van Rijn and also Kelly Smith to argue their case regarding the charges that their clients are facing of human trafficking and kidnapping.